Noisy cutie cutie. Wait, who? Hello. I don't know if anyone can hear me. Hello. Ah, okay. What is even happening? Hello, hello, hello. Haha. We have bugs and aliens and gremlins. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that is working. Hey, y'all. Hello, welcome to Words Have Power. I am Shelly. Dealing with a whole new setup. We have been busy. Okay, I think I can. This has to move. Give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta meet soft tacos. Oh, you're evil. Okay, right on. Okay, so as you can see, the furniture has been moved. I have 2 monitors now, and things are like set up differently. So this is interesting. And I'm not sure about the lighting. Oh my God, y'all. Let's see. Hey, Shamir. Hey, Miss Mickey. How you doing? Hey, baby. Hey, Vlad and Pollard. How you doing? What's up? Can y'all hear me okay? It sounds good on my phone, but you know how that goes. It's all good, Shamir. Wow, it's good to be back on here. We had a lot going on, like getting the house together, getting furniture moved around, getting just everything pulled together and getting settled in. But we're doing good. So that's good. All right. Okay, hold on 1 second. That's loud out there. I can hear it in here. Yeah. That thing puts out some sound. Damn. I was putting that in the way.
I was going to say hi to everybody.
Oh, okay. All right.
Since you kind of called me out with the iPad thing. Hang on. I have to do this right.
Okay, it's
the floating head. Hi. Okay, I disappear now.
Hey, Kiki Ray. Give me 1 second. I have to close the door. Okay. Thank you, Kiki Ray. It's good to be back. Yeah, we had this monitor, so we decided to hook it up, and that brought problems. So we had to fix all the bugs and gremlins and whatnot. You have both ears now. Yes, right? Okay, so okay, there are a few things that I have to address straight off. Hey Don, how you doing? Oh, I totally forgot that there is a thing I have to do. Okay, this is gonna be so weird getting used to 2 monitors. Let me see. Let me take this off. I am gonna have to get used to streaming again. Anytime, Facebook. Anytime. Why is it every time Facebook takes forever to do anything? How's everyone been doing, by the way? Because it's been a minute since I've been here. I haven't even really been on YouTube hardly at all, except for the past couple of days. Because I've been so busy. Okay. Did you go through? Yes. Okay. All right. That is done. I have to do one more thing, and then we can jump in it. Put this chat up. Okay. Wow. I have 3 chats going on right now. Okay, so first things, I was in another content creator stream. Miss Mickey. Apparently, I missed a lot. Like, Jesus, it's a lot of horrifying behavior going on. Oh, FYI, I have a cold right now, so my voice isn't what it normally is, so I kind of have to project a bit more. I'm not yelling at you. If I start doing that, I apologize. It's just my throat actually hurts. So it's always got to be something peace isn't allowed. It certainly seems that way. All right. Were you triggered? Because my gosh, it is disgusting. I'm glad some voices of reason are coming back. Well, I mean, I try, but you can lead a horse to water. It doesn't mean it has to drink that water, right? So in another content creator stream, someone was bold enough to ask me why I wasn't doing MMIW content at the moment. Because I was asked by my elders to hold off on that right now because obviously this person doesn't know very much about Indigenous communities and what is going on right now. Right now, the unmarked graves of Indigenous children are being found at residential schools, which were really just death camps. And at the moment, the count is over 8,000 children. The remains of over 8,000 children. These are unmarked graves. Indigenous communities are grieving right now. I was asked to hold off for a period of time, for a period of grieving. And that is what I'm doing. If anyone has a problem with that, that is your problem. When my elders are... Every culture has their own traditions, etc., right? So once that period of grieving, out of respect for the other cultures, is over, and I'm given the okay, I will continue with MMIW coverage. This isn't about me. This is about people who are finding out where relatives and loved ones, where their remains are, and they're being brought home. So if you have a problem with this, I don't know what to tell you. It's not my problem. As soon as I have the clearance to do so, I will continue with talking about some pretty intense things. It seems very This person was weaponizing MMIW, or attempting to weaponize MMIW against me. To them, I say this: that is pathetic. You are pathetic, and you came to the wrong one. Okay. First. Second, yes, I do have 2 college degrees at the moment, but I'm thinking about going back to college. I'm looking into it. I also have all kinds of certifications and training. I am an ex-sheriff's deputy and an ex-victim's advocate. That was my job. That was my profession. You go through a lot of training for that. I'm not even going to go into what training, because there are certain people out there who don't need to know that. You can Google search it. You will Google MMIW, Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women. I don't have permission to talk about that at the moment. You can also Google residential schools, Indigenous residential schools. That number, that count over 8,000 is going to go up. If they continue to investigate these places, then the number is going to go up. Okay, so there was a certain person questioning my education. Do these people have PhDs? For what I did, you don't need a PhD. You have to have at least a bachelor's, which I have. I have the bachelor's, which is what you need to do the work, to work in the field that I worked in and that I'm probably going back to work in. A bachelor's to start. That doesn't include all of the other training that goes along with it, which is extensive. Okay? And I'm not a counselor, not a therapist. I don't psychoanalyze people. Get it straight. I point out abusive behavior, which is what I am trained to do. If you don't like it, don't be abusive. Like, if you don't want people saying that you're being abusive, then don't be abusive. I'm really tired of people running around saying that women or anyone standing up for themselves when they are being bullied and or verbally abused, that, well, just don't poke the bear. You're making them angry and making it worse. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Here's what's happening. In many parts of YouTube, you have communities that are predominantly comprised of women. And men will join into those communities, and that's fine. It is what it is. But some of these men will begin to verbally abuse women, and they'll say things that are completely inappropriate in streams. And when they're called out for that, then they turn around and say, oh, but you're being mean to me. Well, that's Darvo. You're flipping. Okay, if you were abusive to women in the first place so that we had to stand up for ourselves, don't then turn around and say that, well, you're standing up for yourself, so you're the bad guy. What the fuck? Hold yourself accountable. Disclaimer, this content is not meant to be a substitute for professional mental health. No, that's not what I do. Always seek advice of a physician or qualified health provider. Go to therapy. Yes. um, yes. Pretty simple. Don't be a D-bag. You won't be called one. Yes. In fact. Oh my God. That is true. So if a woman's calling out your bad behavior and she's at like a level 2 out of a 10, right? She's at a 2, and then you come back at her at a 10? How does that make sense? I mean, somebody says something silly and it's just a little bit ha-ha, and then you turn around and tell that person to suck on your nuts? Here's the thing. Verbal abuse can be every bit as bad as actually hitting someone. Verbal, psychological, emotional, manipulative abuse is, in fact, abuse. It is abuse. I don't know. I think I trust the papers and studies that I've read on this subject more than I do some random dude who has decided that it's perfectly acceptable for him to say foul things about women. And that's fine. Because somehow he's special. So he can go ahead and do whatever he wants and say whatever he wants and expect no consequences whatsoever. That's entitlement, and that's amazing. Darvo is, yep, thank you. Deny, you can also say deflect. I've seen it said either deny or deflect. Same thing, really. Thank you, Sharemare. It's okay. So point of clarification, just so everyone understands. I'm just going to say the names, which I normally don't do, but here we are. I do not support REN, Real Entertainment News, and I do not support Roadhog. Either one. They are both verbally abusive to women and also men. They're abusive to whomever, but they love doing it to women. They're highly abusive to women. They want the attention. It equals money. It's not a philosophical issue for them. It's about the money. Yes, you are correct. But the fact that they are capable of saying these things about women means it's in there, right? It's there. And they get to monetize it. And that's disgusting. One of them monetized a channel by triggering SA and R survivors. That's what happened. And it's unbelievable to me. Hey Hatter, how you doing? I miss you. I'm afraid if I go to therapy, they'll lock me up permanently. I mean, well, I'm glad you're at work. I hope things are getting better for you. A bunch of people had to move out of New Orleans, as me and Marcus and our family, and then, my God, it's almost like there's no one from the old crew left except for maybe 3 or 4 people. Hey Lizzie Stardust, how you doing? Okay, so yes, verbal abuse can be, so this guy Roadhog was saying, sticks and stones will break my bones, but anything after but is bullshit. No. Words can hurt a person as much, if not more, than physical abuse at times. You might heal from the physical abuse fairly quickly, right? But those emotional, mental, psychological scars can take decades to heal from. It's not all funny, ha-ha. I mean, if it was, therapy wouldn't be so expensive, right? This just Hey, Kim Holmes. Well, then you get into, somebody who's doing things like this. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Quite often, when you have somebody who is sexist, misogynistic, all of that, they will also be either racist or prejudiced, along with homophobic, transphobic, all of that. It all goes hand in hand because it's all coming from a place of weakness, right? So if that person feels weak within themselves and they're not whole and a whole healed person, then they'll lash out at other people to make themselves feel better. I mean, that's bullying, right? Bullying is abusive. That bullying is abuse. So yeah, both of these men are. I have seen it. I have heard it. I understood the context and whatnot of what was being said. I will not be gaslit. Both of these men have been highly abusive to women and gay men and men. And, but they really like going after women a lot. But women are supposed to take it. Women are just supposed to just deal with it and not say anything in return. Don't poke the bear. Just be quiet about it. Don't stand up for yourself. So one of them questions your ancestry and demands to see your papers like you're a dog. Whatever. That's fine. And says horrible things about you if you are a survivor. That's fine. It is what it is, whatever. And then there's always going to be some sort of excuse. Darvo. Deflection. They have to be the victim some kind of way, right? Anything that will possibly work in their favor, to their advantage, to get them out of the consequences from being abusive to women. Grab a pile of feces, throw it at a wall, see what sticks. I've said this repeatedly, and it's true. You're by my old house? I miss that house. Hey, Shannon, or Noelle, how you doing? I miss you. Childish butthurt reactions when confronted. There is retreat. Yeah, I hope so. But I mean, when you're sitting there questioning, there are things that I have to say, hey, by the way, two things can be true at one time. Two people can be wrong, two people can both be wrong in their behavior toward women. Words have energy. Yes, they do. Yes, indeed. Hey, Barbara, how you doing? Has anyone heard from Gwen, by the way? I haven't heard from her in a while. No emails or anything. I'm hoping she's okay. Women are supposed to pay them to be nice? On what planet? What? Are you for real? I don't even understand that. When did that happen? When I missed the memo. I'm sorry, y'all. I missed that memo, and I do not consent. That's just. Is that who did? Because there are. Actually, really, we're talking about several different people right now, not just the two. Inferior to women complex, I feel. Yes, it's small d energy. I mean, if, when people say, He's a good person under it all. He apologized and is trying to change. It makes me frustrated and angry. Yeah, that's because that is downplaying what was done. I swear I'll never do it again. I'm sorry, I'll change. That's what that is. That is the abuser who just punched the wife and realized they messed up, and now they want to be forgiven, and you're just going to do it again unless you have seen a long-term period of thinking and growth and a change in action, and you can see that that person has grown, right? Then, you know, I'm just saying, they're a good person under it all. Really? So you have to wade through all the shit to get to the good person. Why? Why would anyone want to do that? And why does anyone owe them that? Is also my question. That's their strategy, right? These are grown men who will change if they want. They know right from wrong. That is so very true. Yes. Yes. Yeah. It questioned how I talked about my ancestry. How I just everything, anything that he possibly could try to use against me. Yes, I am Cherokee, Scots, Irish. Yes, I used to say Indigenous European, Indigenous dash European. But, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine to do that. It's fine to disrespect my ancestors and my family and me. That's fine. Okay. No, that's not fine. And that's not something I'm going to forget easily. They get very nice when the dollars are rolling in. Yeah. And it certainly seems that way. Gaslighting, lots. There's been lots. I've seen lots of gaslighting. By the fact that he expected AZ to forgive and forget after his. That's wow. I mean, if somebody's been abusive, you don't owe them. You don't have to accept their apology. That's not how that goes. Nobody owes anyone anything, really, when you get down to it, right? Okay, if you don't owe basic common decency and just manners to people in a social norm, right, then why should anyone accept an apology? Never give them excuses to have bad behavior. This is true. So mine add Polish too. Why did I almost say Polish? Okay, right on. Wonder what his ancestry is. See, that's the thing. I don't question anyone's ancestry. I just don't do that. Exactly. That right there. This right here. You never have to accept an apology. Yeah, you're also allowed to set boundaries and limitations. Yes, that is true. That is true. And if this is a community that is mostly comprised of women, then the women folk can tell men, no, you don't get to behave that way in this community. You don't get to talk about people like this and get rewarded for it. I've seen behavior that is like grown-ass men rolling around like toddlers who didn't get their way in a grocery store. Like, what is even happening? He says he's here to fix the community? Where's what? That is very arrogant and stunning. Do I think I intimidate him? No, I don't. No, I don't. I will say this, though. People who are going real life, look, leave people's children and families alone. I don't understand why people keep doing this. That is completely wrong and irresponsible. Please don't do that. Please do not. Anyone who's here, if you have been long-term or are a new viewer, whatever, don't care. Please don't send any hate. Don't send any hate to anyone's family. Don't talk about their children or spouses or work or any of that. That I will not be engaged in that. That is horrible. And I know from experience that is a horrifying feeling. Please do not do that. That's not right. In fact, with Roadhog, him and his significant other and I sort of kind of were talking in that chat, and she was very polite. Look, I'm not going to lie for or against anyone. That's just not how it is. I've never seen her speak. I don't know really anything about her. And I don't think that people should be, apparently people are threatening her and stuff. Dude, stop that. Come on now. That's not even right. Fix what exactly? I mean, just making things worse, really, by being verbally abusive to people. Telling someone that their mother should have used a coat hanger during their pregnancy. That's abusive. That would be abusive. Using the N-word would also be abusive. He has a savior complex. Who is he saving? Because so far, every video I've seen, he has been, it's like this gives him the excuse and the opportunity to be abusive to women. Who's he saving? Who's he helping? Have any of you seen anyone that he has actually helped? If so, let me know. Because what I've seen is him going off on women and saying things that I've actually never had a man say to me in real life. And I used to work as a sheriff's deputy, and I used to have to walk through prisons and get inmates and take them down to court. And I've never had a man talk to me like that. I've never, wow. Pretty horrifying, the things he says about women. But he's going to save the community and he's here to fix things. How? What is his strategy? What's he going to do? What is his plan for doing this? I'm sorry is not an apology. It's an escape word. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to apologize for something, then what are you apologizing for? Go to that person, right? And do it in such a way that everyone who was there and heard it also hears the apology, right? Like fully own it is what I'm saying. He calls his subs as part of a church. What? Weird. Okay. I mean, to each their own. Yeah. Yeah. Well, us little women, we need a man to tell us what we can or cannot talk about. And to come up on the YouTubes and bitch about our makeup and our hair and our weight. And oh my God, you had a drug problem back in the day and you're on welfare and this and that and whatever, yada, yada. Half of it with absolutely no real receipts or proof. I've talked about this before. When men, especially when men, go after how a woman looks, like her makeup and all that, that's an abuse tactic. You can look this up. That is an abuse tactic. I won't bother y'all anymore. I've tried to explain it's a shell game. I've already said I know that, though. I know that. But in the process, people are being hurt. In the process, people are actually being hurt. And I don't know about you, but I'm not cool with that. Kiki Ray, I'm glad to hear that because, I mean, this right here is how it should be. None of us should really be involved in any of that. It's not right. That's personal business. People's personal business, personally, this is just how I feel about it. A person's personal business doesn't belong really as a conversation on YouTube. Look, especially when it comes to children. I know other people are going to have other opinions, but this is just me. Well, Hatter, you're a different subject, though, just so my stance is known, if I see apologies, amends, no matter how small, right on. And I agree with you, actually, to a point. But, if someone apologizes to me on a stream that I'm never going to watch because I've already said I'm never going to watch that person's content again because I'm not going to give them the engagement, then what is that? Is that really an apology? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, people tell me it's an apology. I've had people say things to me, about other content creators, and it actually got me into trouble because those things were not true. So, I don't know. I have email. Granted, I haven't been as active lately because life, but if it returns, I have to question the legitimacy. Was affected or not expected to accept an apology and completely do boundaries. That's between them. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, for some people, it's all just a game, and that's fine. But what is the cost? What was the ultimate cost when words do, in fact, have power and they do cause harm to people and can cause harm to people? And, you got one person who purposefully triggers people on purpose, which is just horrible. Okay, I'm not sure which his you're talking about, but that's sad. I could never do that to people. Yeah, true. They all need to stop. They all need to stop going real. Like, this right here is the truth. It's not a game. His words have impacted a lot of people. Yeah, shaming of addiction. This, how much money we have, lack of education, that we are all battered. Man. Well, I think for some of these people, for them, it's a game, but in reality, it isn't. Like, and at some point, the energy you put out there will at some point come back to you, right? Hey, Olivia Marie, it's been a minute since I've seen you. I hope you're doing good. We are talking about abusive behavior from people who don't want to acknowledge that it is abuse, really. So, hold on, guys. I will be right with you. Wow, that is a backhanded apology. Well, good to know I don't look like a monkey. Wow. That. Okay. Alrighty then. Yeah, and for a lot of abusers, the whole roller coaster ride of abuse is really just a game. Hey, baby. What?
You put some of that on my lips.
Okay.
That will make me smile.
Okay. Close the door. Thank you. So sweet. Yes. Unfortunately. I'm sorry to hear that. We're not going to do any blasting of people here. That's, we're just not going to do that unless it is warranted. Do you know what I mean? If somebody is typically in someone else's chat and they come up in here and they're cool, then cool. That's, we're not going to gang up on people, right? If Dobby Vanity were to come up in here, that'd be a whole different subject. I would say have at it. Bust out the pitchforks, okay? But I see this is why, look, subs, people who consume the content that we content creators create should not have to be afraid that they'll be ripped to shreds by content creators. Without the subs, what is the point of us content creators even doing this? It makes no sense. That makes no logical sense for subs to be afraid of content creators right there, or other subs ganging up on them. Come on, people. This isn't high school. I mean, there are terms of service on YouTube, and bullying and all that is supposed to be a thing that you're not supposed to do, but people are not held accountable. I don't even know, man. Exactly. You don't have to agree 100,000% on every little thing, right? But we can all agree just not to go real life with things, right? And not to be abusive to people. I don't see why that's so hard. Right. See? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing that us survivors, like when you go through serious amounts of trauma, it kind of puts things into perspective, right? So I'm trying to do good while I'm on this earth and help people and educate people. But I will call out abusive behavior when I see it. I'm going to stipulate this again. I'm not going to lie against anyone or for anyone either. So this is true. That is true. And then also all the people who heard that initially, right? All the horrible, foul things. And not to be monetized. Like a true apology shouldn't gain anything for that person. That's my opinion anyway. See, if there were real accountability, then I don't know, people wouldn't support the people that are abusive, you know? That's just my opinion. Right. YouTube is weird. I mean, there are so many content creators out there who, abuse their animals or significant others, or, the one guy tossed his girlfriend out on the balcony in the middle of winter and she didn't make it on camera. Like, YouTube is weird. And, the fact that nobody reported that, I don't even understand. What in the hell? Oh, okay. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back with you. I clicked the wrong thing because I'm not used to having two screens. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. I don't know anything about that. I just know that, what videos I have seen, every single video I've seen or stream of his that I've seen has involved him being highly abusive to women. That I saw it and I heard it. So, normal bird lady is a treasure. That's horrible. I don't know who this person is. I'm sorry. I don't. Maybe I'll have to check out her. Is this a YouTube content creator or? Oh, wow. Okay. Always a lurker. All right. I'm not going to put that up on the screen, but words do have power. That's the reason my channel is named this, right? Verbal abuse, verbal, psychological, emotional abuse can have profound lifelong effects on the people that are inflicted with it. That's not a joke. It's not funny. It doesn't matter if it's happening to a man, a woman, whoever, whatever. People who are verbally abused are being abused, and it can happen to anyone. And if somebody's verbally abusing a man, I'm going to call it out. I mean, that's just... Hey, Marcus.
What is this girl?
What? Do what? Oh, you got your brush. Are you going to paint? Come here. Baby, what are you doing? I cannot see you. Okay.
Dash! I gotta go.
It's okay, baby. I love you. Do you want chocolate milk or milk? Chocolate milk. Okay. These channels reach far and wide. The damage can be unrepairable. Yes. Right. That was funny. That was cute. She's so smart. And it's kind of terrifying. Yeah, that was all her. She's so smart. Yes. And she has started organizing her ABCs. She has these, they're like cutouts, like styrofoam cutouts of ABCs, and she started organizing them in order. She's so smart. True. Wow, that's sad. That's really sad. I'm sorry to hear that. It shouldn't even be a thing. That shouldn't even be a thing. That's, there have been accusations thrown around that, people were calling Real Entertainment News like his landlord and all this other stuff. Really? I mean, I understand that karma's a bitch, but Jesus, do we have to go real life like this? Is that really necessary? I think that's completely inappropriate to go real life and cause harm, call CPS and all this other stuff. And it just, come on, people. That's not entertainment. That is actually possibly causing someone to be homeless. That's pretty foul. I mean, eventually he's, you can only go so long talking about people like that before eventually, more than likely, it's going to come bite you directly in the ass. The energy that you put out there, right? So look at the energy that Real Entertainment News was putting out there. And now what is happening? Energy always comes back, right? So, right on. I mean, you're always welcome here. I don't let anyone gang up on anyone or any of that. So I have to do something pretty bad for us to get angry here. Right on. I don't know if you can put a link in here. Yes. See, that's the thing. When he's going off on AZ for being a recovering addict and mental health issues, he's not just talking about her. He's talking about everyone who's had, mental health issues, addiction, etc. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Wow, Sharmir. Yeah, that whole thing is just, it's just a mess. Wait, is who a grandma now? I'm about to be a grandma. I am. If you want to tip me so I can buy more yarn to make more stuff for my grandbaby, that would be appreciated. Yes, I'm about to be a grandma. Life is amazing. Her channel is Normal Bird Lady. Okay. Right on. I'll have to look her up. Hey, Whisper of Thought. How you doing, baby? I miss your face. I don't even know. I didn't get an alert of if you were streaming or not or anything. I haven't been on YouTube hardly at all for a while, except for like the past couple of days. So, like, out of the loop, and when I came back into the loop, I was like, what? I was profoundly stunned by the behavior I was seeing. Like, what in the hell? It's not right, man. That's not right. Hey, Leanne, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. I hope you're doing all right. Leanne, that is true. That is true. I used to be a workaholic. Like, my life revolved around work. All I did was work, really. Like, Normal Bird Lady. Okay. I mean, she would fit in fine here because, we have guinea pigs, cats. I mean, birds would be welcome. Young grandmother. I'm 47. I'm about to be 48. Yeah. I mean, in my family, I guess that is kind of young, really. This is true. Right on, right on. It's good to see you. It's been a minute. Hey, Josh, you want to come up on panel? It's been a minute since I've even had a panel that was, more positive. You don't have to, of course, but right on, right on. Yeah, I like people with calm voices, personally. I don't like people who are yelling and all that, so I'm getting reused to doing all the things. The only thing I can think is that it must be boredom. Beyond that, I don't know. It's very toxic, though. Very toxic. Lindy S., how you doing? It's good to see you. Thank you for being part of the replay crew and stopping by. I have to see your face for just a sec. Just because we don't want any random pee-pee. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all good. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Can you hear me all right?
I can, yeah.
Okay, in the chat, can y'all hear everything all right?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
You were talking about becoming a grandmother.
Yeah, yeah.
And you said your age.
Mm-hmm.
My mum became a grandmother at, I think it was 48. So I'm 33. Yeah, it would be about 48. because she's 5 now, I think. My niece is 5, I think. So yeah, it'd be about 48.
Yeah, it's I don't know why I thought I would, it would be a few years before I would I guess because I don't ever want to place pressure on my children to do, whatever. I'm not like, when am I gonna have a grandbaby? Da 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 da, like
Yeah.
but yeah, it's kind of amazing.
Aw, it's always good to have it. Like, it's a blessing to have a newborn in the world.
Yeah, yeah. Been crocheting like a mad person. And I need more yarn. All the yarn.
All the yarn, just all the yarn.
All the like the super soft baby yarn.
Yes.
Could I recommend one more video? Right on. I'm surprised. Well, I haven't been on YouTube. But sure.
Oh, I saw that one. Angela play. I actually watched that one about Righteous Verse about boundaries. Boundaries are important.
They are very important.
Yes.
And unfortunately, a lot of people on YouTube don't. They don't care about boundaries and limitations,
No.
I mean, God, what you and I went through back, that was a lot. And then now this.
Oh, yeah, like, trying to keep up with what's going on with everything, and then, Twitter's just a nightmare. You're scared to open the app.
Yeah, right?
I just
between with what Marcus and I have had going on, with the hurricane and everything, it's been rough. And I'm just like, look, your inability to grow up and be an adult is not my problem. You know what I mean? You have so much yarn. If anyone wants to get rid of some yarn, we're going to have to get a P.O. box and just, send me the yarn. Chances are I will send back a hat and a scarf. So in my neighborhood is full of just lovely people who are really like helpful and kind to us. So there are 4 or 5 people who now have a hat and a scarf from me. So sometimes when I look outside, I'll see people and I'm like, oh yeah, there are people wearing my hat and my scarf. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Oh, that's so sweet, though. Oh.
Yes.
I wish I could be that creative. Like I haven't got the is it the hand-eye coordination to do crocheting or knitting? But yeah, I struggle in that sense.
With crocheting, if you can count, you can crochet, and you don't actually always have to look at what you're doing. You can do it without looking, kind of like typing. Yeah. Yes, I'll sit there and watch a movie and crochet. I love crocheting. Hello, Hopey Dopey. It's good to see you. Yeah, this past few months has been just intense. It's been a lot, but
yeah.
But I'm just glad to be back on here streaming. It's weird with the 2 monitors. It's kind of amazing.
Yeah, it is interesting to have like 2 monitors and like have I set it up I had 2 monitors for gaming. Not that I've done that much, but that's the reason why I had it. But it's interesting to have the 2 because you can see 2 different things at once. It's like
Yeah, so I can have Discord open for ShareMare and all that,
That's
and
what.
then
That's exactly
know.
what I've got open. I've got Discord on one side and internet. Well, Google Chrome on the other.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Apparently, I don't look like a monkey or something to that effect.
What,
Wow.
you don't know? Okay.
Hold on one second. Let me go. So weird. I'm getting used to, like, we moved the furniture around. We had so much stuff to fix. The main on the house was completely replaced. The pipes, like, it was loud up in here. I couldn't have streamed if I wanted to. But it's good. We got, things done. The house is doing good. Way better than when we moved in. Okay. I do not look like a monkey at all.
Oh, okay. Now, my brain's just caught up to what's actually being said. Oh.
Okay. I need to, sometimes a person needs a little bit to process. After you had months of being abused by someone, sometimes you need time to process if there is an apology, and that apology won't be accepted straight away. Because, you do some things, and that person, there could be like cultural things or whatnot that make accepting that apology very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Apologies, they're difficult because the person has to accept. So, for example, hypothetically, if me and you fell out and I had to apologize to you, it's not up to everybody else to make sure that you accept that apology. It's up to for you to accept that apology, whether you want to or not.
True. But I mean, that is true. I hope he actually stopped. He apologized to Joe as well. Well, that's good. Who is Joe? There are so many J names and
I know.
letters that I actually don't know. But okay. I used to make a gift bag of stuff. Right on.
Oh.
Actually, that's a good idea. Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Like a bag that my daughter could, something a bit smaller than a diaper bag. Just to, damn it. Now I'm going to be looking. Well, now I'm going to be looking for a pattern for a bag. But then I can put all the stuff I make into that bag.
Yeah.
For her.
Ooh.
Smell good stuff like body wash, shampoo, deodorant. Yep. Yes, indeed.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
Yeah, it is. I like that. That's good.
That's kind of sweet. That's like something I would do. Wait a minute, that is something I have done. Right. That is true. That's a good point. Yeah, that is true. I mean, yeah, you have to, for me, I have to see, a period of time of a change of behavior for the positive. you can't say certain things about people and not have them, be like, oh, I don't know. As in the real world, people don't like being treated like that, and they don't respond well to it. That's just the way it is. I don't know why people think that it's fine to do and say these things, and it's just whatever. I mean, with people who do that and then get their channel monetized, well, good for you. But now you have a horrible reputation, and a lot of people aren't going to want to have anything to do with you. So in a way, you've kind of lost out on potential subs. Does that make sense? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, so it does make sense. I was just saying goodnight to Chris.
Oh,
He's
right
off to
on.
bed.
Hi, Chris. Bye, Chris.
He's off to bed. But no, I think the internet is a hard place because people can say what they want. But words have repercussions.
Mm-hmm.
But the internet makes it hard for those repercussions. Like if you was in a room full of people and said the things, the repercussions would be like in real time happening there and then. But in the internet space, it's difficult the repercussions are harder.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's good. Almost like in the real world, we can't block or delete. Yeah, you can't. I wish people would learn how to block and delete, but because you wouldn't be having what's happening now. But that's the thing. People tell you to block and delete, but then when you do that, you're the bad guy for doing it. It's weird.
I'll be right back, y'all. Sorry.
Now it's my time to take over, and I'm only kidding. Yes, that would be ideal. So, when he said he was something, and then 20 minutes later in the same video he's back. Yeah, sorry, I'm keeping up the chat. Apologies are, if you're going to apologize, then you need to follow that up with growth, like actual change. And then if things don't change, then it's not necessarily apologizing then. In the real world, a lot of these keyboard warriors wouldn't act as they do, at least not as yes, that's true. They wouldn't.
That's a good one.
Ah.
I'm trying to play catch up now. Wow. Well, see, yeah, that. So that what is being described right there is a similar thing to what the other person was doing. Like they're, that's abusive behavior that both people have done. And I don't understand the mentality of people saying that you can't ever talk about it. You can't talk about it if somebody's abusive to you or to other people. The only way that abuse can flourish and continue is if people don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So, I'm not doing the whole being afraid, bowing down to people, any of that. If people expect that from me, they've come to the wrong place.
I was gonna say, For all the time that I've known you, you've never been the person to back down.
Yeah, no, that's not me.
You've
I
never-
just bust out the whip.
Mm. Yes. Mm.
Right on. Me too. There's nothing better in the world than children smiling and laughing and having fun.
Yes,
Um,
that is true.
and
Yeah.
that is so true. That
Yeah.
is
I
so
saw
true.
that. Yep.
That should be a T-shirt.
Yes. You have so many t-shirt ideas.
That's true. But I mean, well, when we talk about cycles of abuse, right? People who are abusive and say abusive things about people will oftentimes apologize and then just repeat the behavior. Like they don't actually fully understand. In the one paper I read, it was I think a psychological study. It showed that people with certain like types of brain damage or personality disorders, like paraphilias, etc., didn't actually understand what an apology was supposed to do or what it meant or that they were actually important. It was just kind of a tool to use to be able to continue to hurt people. So, like, it depends on the person, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I say if somebody does something horrible to me and then they apologize, well, I have to see that it's a real apology and I have to see a change in behavior over time to
Yes.
show me that they actually mean that apology. You can't just apologize and I'm just gonna, be like, okay, everything's fine, we're best buddies. No.
Yeah. Like I think that's what people expect though. They expect like once the apology's been said, everything to be fine. But when it comes to apologies, you kind of need to. It depends on what you're apologizing for, but
True.
That's
true.
A lot of the time, a lot of people are apologizing because of a certain behavior, and if that behavior hasn't changed, then that apology is meaningless because the behavior is still the same.
Yep. That is true. Happens a lot in marriages where one apologizes and doesn't do it again, but is reminded over and over. Well, that's probably a person that was really badly hurt and needs to process the pain, right? And that's where therapy, like couples therapy, would be a really good idea to work through that and unpack everything. That's why I say majority of the world probably needs therapy at this point.
Yeah, that is true.
Me included, everyone, just all of us. Therapy. There should be free therapy, therapy on tap, therapy on the corner, at the corner store, therapy everywhere for free.
It would be nice if therapy was free.
I wish, man. I'd go every day. Are you kidding? Especially a really good therapist. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Break that promise. Nope, no good. Yes, that is true. For me, a lot of time and distance gives, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives you time to heal up after, being harmed in some way, right?
What's that old saying? Time heals old wounds or something like that.
Well, I mean, some things take fucking forever to heal. Jesus. Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm hoping this is not therapy, but I'm hoping that this is like a safe space and it is healing. In Indigenous communities, medicine can be music, it can be dance, it can be just walking out in nature. So many things are medicine and they are healing, right? So we're just sitting down talking, and this also can be considered medicine because you know, if you've been in a DV situation or some kind of abusive situation, hearing these things and hearing that this is what abuse looks like can validate for you, yes, you were in an abusive situation. No, you're not crazy, right? And that's going to help you to heal. I know because I've been through that myself. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that was part of how my therapist helped me, actually. She was amazing. Because I didn't want to burden other people with what I had went through. And then she's like, well, you're not the only one who's been through this, right? So I don't know. It's good to be validated and to feel safe talking about the thing that is causing harm.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a therapist, but I am a victim's advocate. So that's why I talk about these things. Someone's that can happen too. That's true. Layers of healing. I kind of like that.
That is good. I like that
Like
one.
an onion. That's
Yeah.
nice. I like that. That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I actually have a lot of people who find my voice soothing. So, you know, the whole plan was to like have like a second channel where I read a book kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then life happened.
Yeah. Because you've been through a lot the past couple of months.
Oh Lord, it has been insane. This house has been insane. Just there's been a lot, and then there were problems with the monitors. There were problems. We had stuff to work out, but it's all worked out now. It's all good. So yeah, so now I have I'm behind on streams that I had planned by a lot. There are a ridiculous amount of tabs open on my computer. It is a lot. I'm like, oh my God, I have to get these streams done so I can click off these damn tabs, okay? I keep being told that. I'm still not sure what ASMR is, but we're probably going to have a second channel, so that ought to be interesting. But there'll be more than likely pre-recorded videos, so not streams. I'm not sure if I should just do that on here or separate.
Right, ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Okay.
Huh.
So it coined in 2010, ASMR is a relaxing, often sedative sensation that begins on the scalp and moves down the body, also known as brain massage. Oh. It's triggered by placid sights and sounds such as whispers, accents, and crackles.
Well, I mean, half the time when I talk, I sound like I'm whispering anyway, so, So, are you home or still up north? Well, we, update, we basically had to move, and there was no choice in that matter for us. Unfortunately, a lot of people that I knew who lived in New Orleans before Hurricane Ida, had to move. A bunch of my friends. So yeah, and Marcus, Athena, and I had to move as well. So we're in Michigan now. Yeah. Uh-oh, I heard a meow. And it wasn't mine.
Wasn't my cat. My cat's currently asleep behind me.
I swear I heard a meow. Yeah, so we're in Michigan. It's cold. Y'all. It is cold and weird for me. I'm so used to New Orleans. I am not used to snow. We saw snow. There was snow.
Doesn't New Orleans get snow?
Rarely. It is a very rare thing.
Oh,
Okay, so that's the problem. I didn't have earpods or headphones in. Okay, all right. The
yeah.
wind today nearly killed me. Yeah, no. I've been staying my ass in the house trying to get stuff done. Like it has been so hard, having to leave behind New Orleans. I love New Orleans, y'all know that. But then
Yeah.
also friends and family and Marcus's mom's birthday. We are missing that.
Oh,
It's been really hard.
yeah.
I don't know. I miss walking around the French Quarter. I was spoiled. Is what happened.
But like
Because huh?
you get used to like, because I don't know how long you were living in New Orleans,
I was there for over 20 years, I think.
and you get used to the people, like the area, where you know where everything is, all that kind of thing. I mean, I lived in my hometown for going on 28 years, and then I moved up north, and it's been a bit of an adjustment. So I get the adjusting to new surroundings, and it can be difficult to do, especially when you're forced to do it.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
easy.
I went through like a period of depression. That's been like a up and down thing
Mhm.
because, I'm used to, what do you want to eat today? Well, and you're just overwhelmed with the options. You throw a stone, there's a good restaurant. There you go. Like, like
Yeah.
you want Ethiopian, you want Vietnamese, whatever, it's all there. Like just all the different cultures, and you can wear whatever you want. Being LGBTQ plus isn't even like whatever, like
Yeah.
if you're walking around all gothed out in like a bustle dress, it's not like people are like, oh, that's pretty. Are you masking up for something? What? Is there a second line? Like, where's the party?
Yeah.
If I were to dress like that here, everyone would look at me like I'm nuts. Might have to start a trend. I don't know.
You could. You could. Definitely could.
Thinkers are just done differently in New Orleans. The further away from the French Quarter I get, the more likely I'm going to break out in handcuffs, right? Yeah, that's true. Because in the Quarter, I mean, the only ones who look at you weird in the Quarter are the tourists. Everybody else is just like, whatever. But there's like a way to behave, right? And it's very laid back, chill. I don't know.
Yeah.
Snowmobile. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I mean, snowmobile. We might need the snowshoes. I don't know. I'm just going to try to stay home and try to find a job to work from home.
Yeah.
I don't need to be out in the snow. I will be just grumpy. I'm used to the heat. Even when it's cold down there, it's still not as cold as here, and definitely not as dry as here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. All right, it looks like I'm back at it with the streaming. I don't know what the schedule is going to be.
I think my schedule went out the window.
Yeah, my schedule's up in the air somewhere.
Yeah.
But y'all know I usually stream. I try to stream around the same time every day. So try to get back on the consistency and everything. Also, just to update, Elsa and Autumn Berry are doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Oh, okay. Reading Leanne's comment. Guided meditation is a good thing. I used to listen to it a lot. I used to listen to a lot of different meditation music, and when like because of the headset I've got, I like at the moment I'm I don't have anything music wise on because I've got Shelly to bounce off of. So my headphones aren't gonna like conk out on me. So if you like meditation music, there is a YouTube called Yellow Brick Cinema, I think it's called. Um, and they do quite a lot of sleep meditation music. They are live quite a lot. So when I have to do YouTubing on my own, I have that running in the background. So
Right on. There's a band called Hiling. They're really good to fall asleep to. They're kind of addictive, actually.
I'll have to check that out because, like, yeah, it depends on whether I can fall to sleep or not. It's like sometimes you need music, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, they're kind of meditative. It's hard to even explain. Like, I don't think there really is a genre for them. Their music is basically like a ritual. Like,
Oh yeah.
I want to see them in concert. Like, someday I have got to see them in concert. When they came here and played here in concert, they actually invited Indigenous people up on stage. Like, they asked Indigenous people for permission to come here and do a ritual, and then had them up on stage dancing
Okay.
and stuff, which is, I was like, oh, okay. All the respect.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Oh, wow. I forgot. I have so much that I have to do. I still have to do that merch stuff. Jesus, I have so much work to get done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm currently working on like because obviously my channel's gaming and commentary. I'm working on new intros. Just what I'm gonna say, I hate editing. Just want to say I hate editing.
I want to do an intro, but I don't know how to even begin doing it. But at some point, I want to have a better like setup for the channel, like an intro, an outro, all of that good stuff. And I lost all my lights, my curtains, like all the stuff that I had as the backdrop for before the hurricane. Lost all that. Like, yeah, so I have to, at some point we have to replace that. But as Hurricane Ida was a bitch, is what happened.
Yeah, yes, I can. Yeah, I can believe it because like you saw it all.
Yep.
And it's like, wow, the weather can be nasty.
Oh my God. I mean, at least I'm thankful, and I'm glad that we were able to salvage everything that we were able to salvage. You're still recovering from Ida. We are still recovering from Ida in Philly. Wow, you're in Philly. Right on. Were you from New Orleans or just from the Gulf Coast? So many of my friends in New Orleans had to move. So many. It's really sad because they're cool people, like just kind-hearted, lovely people.
Yeah.
Did you need me to get something? Yeah, just bring New Orleans up here. Everyone, all the buildings, like everything, bring it up here.
Wow.
Michigan has space. We can find a spot. It's not a problem.
Really?
16 foot of flooding.
Wow.
What? In Philly?
Yeah, like wow.
Jesus Christ. You're living on a friend's kitchen floor. I wish that I could have hooked you up with my old place, but there was damage, so I don't know. I'm glad that you got work and you got a place, and I might put the word out and see if somebody needs a roommate for you, Hatter. I don't know if you knew Leah. She has two children, and her apartment was damaged, and her landlord refused to fix it. She has 2 children, so I had to help her find a new place. That was landlords, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow.
Well, and then that her landlord ended up being like reported to like fire marshal and stuff for like there was a lot. Have no idea how that happened. When you have children living in a building,
Yeah.
that building needs to be. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it does.
Mother Nature has been nasty. Yes, indeed. I'm sorry y'all had that much. That I must not have heard about that. Things were pretty insane for me. I mean, wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember Philly flooding like that prior to Ida. That's damn.
Wow.
For a lot of people in New Orleans, like trees fell and like things like that. So yeah, which then led to water damage and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's nice. Wow. You get so wrapped up in like the YouTube stuff that's happening, you don't sort of know. Well, it's not that you don't notice it. It's sort of like real life stuff can be very heavy.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but also when you're going through a natural disaster like this here, I've had people say, "Well, you had a vacation." No, I was on the phone with friggin' FEMA, and you have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think it was a vacation. I think it was a, no, it wasn't
It
a
was
vacation.
basically working, I mean, constantly on the phone, on hold, trying to figure out resources, and it was a lot, okay? And Kiki, I don't know if you went through that. It was, man. We got
Like,
really lucky here where we are. There's a group here that actually like got us furniture so we'd have a bed. Like they were just so kind. Like I'm so eternally thankful for them. At some point, I want to get their permission to, once I get monetized, I want to do basically a fundraising stream for them because they helped us out tremendously. So I would like to give back to them.
yeah.
And then there's the Good Egg Fund. They helped us out too. Vacation on the phone on hold, right? So much fun.
Yeah.
COVID turned pneumonia made my nervous. Oh,
Oh,
I'm so sorry,
wow.
Leanne. God damn. So sorry to hear
See,
that.
like, it's like, and that's the thing, you've got. I know why, but basically, I know why all like this YouTube drama's happening is because Christmas is, if you're monetized, Christmas is the time to do it because
Yeah.
AdSense gets put up and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, but you've still got things like, I don't want to say the name, but COVID happening, and there's new strains of it.
Oh, the
Yeah.
plague. Yeah.
Yeah, the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's new strands of it happening, and then you've got what you're going through with, there's after effects of nasty weather, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
people
I
could
mean,
people. Mm,
there's been a lot going on the past few years. Have just been, excuse my language, but fucking insane. Like what in the hell?
mm,
It's
it's just been.
Well, at least no apartments. If no apartments were flooded, it sucks losing your car. That is a pain in the ass. Like, that's part of what wiped out our savings was Marcus. The engine on his vehicle went out, so we had to pay to have the engine fixed. And then Marcus was at work, and his car was parked in the parking lot, and somebody plowed into it. And we had just paid for a new engine.
Oh man.
And I was just like, you know,
I bet you at that point you were just like, universe, what are you doing to me?
yeah, I'm like, why did we sink all our savings? Fucking hell, right?
Man.
That's just. But at
wait.
least that, because of that, it basically paid off the vehicle. So then this vehicle that we have now was like fully covered. Or, you know how insurance is. It's whatever, but still, it was a pain in the ass that we could have done without. I kept trying on Discord DMs. Wait, what? Oh,
I think,
right.
yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, Leanne. That's wow. Yes,
Yeah.
it was. We went through every bit of it. There's more. I could write a book. It's not cool. It is what it is. But things are calming down. We're, this neighborhood, the people in this neighborhood are just really kind-hearted, good, down-to-earth people, which really, that's half the battle right there. Having good neighbors.
Yeah.
See,
I don't know my neighbors, but there was an incident a couple of months ago where people, they were pretending to be gardeners or something, and basically I'm not really good under pressure, so this person was saying like, we've cleaned your gutters, we've done this and this, we need to get into the back of your house. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I didn't do the smart thing of like, show me a badge. They wanted money right there and then. Can you ask your neighbors? So I did. And then the neighbors actually called. Once everything, they got my partner on the phone, and he sent money over. So they left. But then a few minutes later, I had police knock on the door doing a welfare check.
Oh, wow.
One of the neighbors must have called the police to do like, just to make sure that I was okay. I was like, so I don't know my neighbors, but they are good people.
That's a good thing though, because you never know. I mean, they could have broken in through the back of your house, right?
Yeah.
That's freaky. That is freaky.
Yeah, there are some people out there, but yeah.
Yeah, in New Orleans, we had a woman who would come knock on everyone's door, and there was always something different she'd be up to, like trying to get money out of people. And I don't mind helping a person out, but
yeah.
what she didn't realize is that like I recognized her, and she's not a good person. Let's just put it that way. And when she recognized me, I don't think I've ever seen anyone run like from 0 to 100 that quick. She was like a white blur. Like it was amazing. Hey Kim S, how are you doing?
Hey, Kim.
It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good.
You just woke up. I'll say, like my sleeping pattern is just all over the place. I woke up at like 10 p.m. my time. Like my sleeping pattern is.
My sleep pattern has been chaos. Okay, like because baby girl, like our sleep pattern, our whole schedule was just completely tossed out the window.
Yes, yeah.
There was no such thing anymore. And we're both nocturnal by nature, so trying to get us both
Oh,
on a day schedule, which is part of the reason I've had a hard time streaming, because it's just been chaos. Like, you know. So
I
got
can
your
imagine.
booster and you're not
Oh,
feeling well.
oh.
Yeah, I'm getting the second shot soon. I don't know how my body's going to respond to that.
Mm.
So alert, I'm going to be getting my second shot soon, and I don't know how I'm going to respond to that, just so y'all know.
Yeah, I need. Yeah. So I had the Pfizer, I think. Yeah. I need to get my second shot though. I need to book it in because I don't leave the house like ever.
Yeah, but I mean, even still, the more of us that do it,
Yeah,
the
I
better
got
it
the
is.
I got the first shot. I just need to rebook my second shot, and then
Well, I had my
because
second shot. I had an appointment for my second shot, and then Ida happened, and then chaos and
yeah,
cats and
kind of an
dogs. Yeah, it was just,
mm,
but now we're finally to the point where, we can get things done.
yeah.
So when telemarketers call, my dad puts the phone down and lets them talk. That's funny. That is funny. I actually,
That's
I
good.
picked up from a girlfriend of mine that if I do have a telemarketer call, which I never do anymore, I'll ask them the dumbest questions. like just, do you have,
Yeah.
what was it? Do you have leather on the bottoms of your shoes? I'm just curious. Just random, whatever,
That's funny. What was it? I had well, this was a while ago. Because you have like the ones that call up say, you had a road accident in they're supposed to say within 3 years, within the last 3 years. It's all to do with like getting money off that. But this person forgot to turn around and say within the last 3 years, and all she turned around and said was, "Have you had a road accident?" And me being the pedant that I am, turned around and said, "Yeah, I have." And we went through like how it's affected me and all this kind of stuff. And then she was like, it got to the point where she was like, "How old were you when this happened?" I was like, 7. And
It's
that's
pretty
when it.
big to forget that low, in the last 3 years, like that makes a huge difference.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know.
I can't. This phone call lasted forever though, and it was so funny because it was just like how it's affected you and all this kind of stuff, and it was just like, yeah, didn't happen in the last 3 years. It was like over 20 something years ago. So, but it was so funny because she forgot to say that part at the beginning. I was just, keeping it going because I was bored that day.
Well, I mean, if she gets paid by the minute on the phone or whatever, then you did her a favor. I had, I can't remember if they were Mormons or LDS or whatever come to my door, and I was like, look, if I let you in my house, then I'm going to spread the good word about the goddess, and you're not going to want to hear this. Like, look, I will break things down for you to a point that I give you a nervous breakdown. This is what will happen.
Yeah, I keep on threatening it, like, because they don't come up to our door anymore. And I think it was because I may have turned around and said, "Yeah, I'm gay, so you've got no chance."
Yeah, no, I'm so not the one. It's just, well, in so many ways, I am so not the one. I'm all about matriarchy, indigenous. No, I'm just not.
Yeah, they're not going to win that one.
No, not at all. Mormons are interesting. You know, every Mormon, every person I've met who follows the Mormon path has been very sweet, very nice people, but I'm not going to ever convert. It's just not going to happen. So, so they're, you know, that's a
Yes.
waste of their time.
See, the Mormon Church is very, very interesting.
It is. Want to hear a funny story though?
Mm.
This, I'm so glad that I saw this. So a friend of mine was a taxidermist, and he was dressing a deer, and you know, male deer have the antlers, right?
Mm.
And he's this big, ginormous dude. Looks like a Viking, heart of a teddy bear, but could be a serial killer if you just look at him right. Okay, so he's, you know, oh Lord. So I'm driving up to, I think I was grabbing some venison or something, and I see these ladies running away, screaming, and they're crying, and I'm like, what what? So I run up. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on, right? He's got he had skinned the deer, right? And antlers in his hand, right? If you can infer.
Mm.
And he had opened the gate. He thought it was me. He was going to try to scare me. But no, it was these two little old ladies.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my God. I was like, wow, they're traumatized for life, okay?
Mm.
You're never going to be bothered by them again, ever.
Nope.
Like, you're on a list. Yeah, you're
Yep.
on a list, and you don't have to worry about it. Backstrap or nothing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was going there for at this point, but like, that was comical. Like, oh my God. And they were in heels, right? The little old woman heels. So it's
Oh, God.
clumpity clump running down that, down their driveway. That was hilarious.
Oh, my Lord. That must have been a picture.
I mean,
Oh, God.
and he's the nicest guy. Like, I'm still friends with him. He's a really sweet guy. I don't know.
Like, sister, let me show you the way.
Here, come, let me spread the word of the goddess.
Mm.
I might actually start a religion where bodily autonomy and free will for women are like the top two, you know, I mean, I guess commandments or whatever of the religion. Just saying. Question everything. Libraries are sacred. They are our churches. Then you unleash your ninja moves. That's funny. Here's some katas.
I can see you doing it, though. Just walk up and be like, sister, let me show you the way. And here are my ninja skills.
That's got to be like a comedic skit on SNL or something.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not,
Definitely.
It should be.
Oh, yeah.
We need to make that a thing. Can we do a petition? Hey, SNL, we've got a thing for you.
But then who would you have do it? Ooh.
That superstar lady. I don't remember her name. She would be funny. For the life of me, I don't remember her name.
I'm trying to. I know who you're going on about, but I can't remember her name either.
That would be, dude. Die of laughter.
Oh, yeah. What am I sprinkling you with?
I'll run away sprinkling you with no holy water.
Oh, my God.
No, Mary Catherine. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh,
All right. Well, it's been almost 2 hours. I think we're ready for the food portion
oh,
of the live stream.
food portion.
The food portion where we talk about yummy food.
Mm.
I
Just
still have
like
pasties on the brain.
oh, gotta love food. Yeah, now I'm hungry because I haven't eaten yet. But
Yeah. Hey, Wanda Stevies, how you doing?
hey,
What's
Wanda.
up? Yeah.
Mm.
I am suddenly starving as well. I don't know what that's about.
I don't know, but like, food.
Oh my god, we said the F word.
Oh,
Food.
leftover pizza. Oh, I like that. Leftover pizza's nice.
Ooh, tacos. See, we have pizza in the fridge, so I could do that. But we don't have taco stuff. Damn it.
Ah, yeah. I think we've got taco. No, we don't. We don't have the meat to go with tacos.
That may be a thing that we have to do at some point soon. Marcus made what we always called hen in a basket today. He calls it pig in a basket, which I'm like, wait, what? There's no pig involved. It's what? So, the egg in the middle of the slice of bread. So good. Oh my god, he can cook so good.
Oh, see, we've been they've been cooking HelloFresh, so that's to get me used to like doing cooking.
Right on. Is it good or?
It's it's
right
pretty
on,
good.
Leanne.
Yeah,
It was good seeing you.
yeah, it's been nice seeing you, Leanne.
A friend of mine was getting HelloFresh. This was years ago, though, right around the time it came out, I think, and it was pretty good.
Yeah,
but I don't know,
I mean, the meals are quite nice, and it's quite easy to cook. It all depends on what you want, really. They do a lot of options. I think the last thing I cooked was what was the last thing I cooked? Actually, I can find that out. Where is it?
HelloFresh. We should be sponsored by them. Hey, HelloFresh. I love food.
Yes, we love food.
Key lime margarita. Now if you want to get in trouble. And I don't really drink alcohol, but I mean, that stuff smells. The whole
that was it.
smelled good. Huh?
That was it. It was creamy bacon and mustard panini.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was nice.
No. What was it? There was the kind that my friend had was lemon chicken and something, and oh my god, I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah,
over.
I think we've cooked a lemon chicken something.
So good.
We cooked a lot.
So good. Anything lemon is going to be good. That is my opinion. Any other opinion is wrong. Sorry. Lemon is yummy.
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry your little one has a cold. That's right now, especially, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were worried for a second there because I haven't been feeling good. So, but I haven't left the house. I'm like, when could I have gotten sick? I mean, but it's probably just acclimating to the weather.
Yeah, I always get a cold or something when the weather decides to change.
Yeah, and everything's so different here that. One thing I'm really excited for is lavender grows all over the place here. So, the yard here, I want to, steal some lavender plants out in a field somewhere and just bring them here. Kind of thing.
I love the smell of lavender.
Yeah, me too. Lavender. Have you ever had lavender cookies?
I haven't.
Oh my God, they're so good. So good.
I'll have to seek them out.
The ones I had were lavender sugar cookies. Oh, Lord. It was not even right.
Mm,
Um,
I do like a good
um,
cookie.
yeah, the sugar was actually honey, so it wasn't like
Oh,
processed
right.
sugar. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that must have tasted nice. And I want cookies. We don't have cookies, but I want cookies.
It was sinfully good. I was like, this is not even right. I mean,
Oh,
um,
mm,
so yeah, it's, so I will
yeah.
definitely try to be back on tomorrow. um,
Yeah.
and I might just start scheduling live streams the night before. That way I kind of have to stream.
Yeah. I I should get better at like scheduling mine like hours beforehand, but it just never happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but we had so much going on and it was so loud that I was just
Yeah.
like, man, nobody's going to be able to hear anything anyway, but the bang, bang, bang and whatnot. So, so it's all good. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can get back into a flow. What times are you normally streaming?
I normally go at well, for my time it would be 11. But it all depends on like what I'm doing. I do if I'm doing like a sim stream, it'll be 11, and that usually lasts for like an hour, and
Right.
then and that's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the part I know.
Yeah, I've been stuck on Diablo, like addicted to it, basically.
Diablo's a good game.
Yeah.
But which one though? Because there's the I'm addicted to Diablo 3.
I don't remember which one it is. I think it's the most recent. I'm not sure even. I just like Diablo.
Yeah, Diablo's a good game. The story behind that is, I just love like the whole like angels and demons and yeah.
Yep. Here lately we've been doing like this season games or whatever.
Yeah. So
with
I
the
think
rifts and all that.
Yeah. I think is it season 24 is ending, or it will be ending in a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it's 2 weeks after the season ends, season 25 will begin, if I remember that correctly.
Yes, it's been interesting. We actually came across one of those rainbow goblins, and we ended up, with the unicorns and all that. It crushes my soul that you kill unicorns and whatnot. I'm like, no.
No, I found one. I found one, and it's so funny because the contrasting, like, because Diablo scenery is quite dark and quite, and then you go there and it's like, ooh, bright
all
unicorns and
happy.
pigs,
and they're trying to kill you.
It's hilarious.
It's kind of slightly evil. Lots of loot. Oh my god, man.
Oh god, the loot you get from those
We had to go back to the village like a ridiculous amount of times. It was a lot. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then I actually made it to one of the cow dimensions. That was interesting.
Yeah, like
good times. Everyone's probably like, what?
Yeah, everyone's looking at us going, wait, what? And we're like, yeah, we're just nerding out to gaming here.
It's gaming world. I'm an old school gamer. I had an Atari back in the day, all right?
Can't beat the old games though. The old games are good.
Oh yeah, the old pixelated Hubert, Donkey Kong, and
yeah.
Tetris. I love Tetris though. Tetris was a good game.
Oh yeah, Tetris is a good game. And the music to Tetris.
Yep, very hypnotic. I should have been a Russian astronaut, man. I was good at that game.
I was not bad at it, but I was, because it gets too fast for me.
They had the one thing where you would play for a while and then it would pit your score against someone else, right?
Oh,
And
wow.
I
Yeah.
always beat the adults. Like, and it would move so quick that you could barely see it, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's when I sort of fail because it gets too fast for me. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't do it.
Oh my god. Space
Space. Oh my
Invaders,
God,
Pong,
yes.
Pac-Man, Pong.
Yep.
Dude, the most boring
Mm.
game in the universe. But yes. Kim S. I don't want to make it through it. I'm terrified because what? I'm not
Okay.
sure what the I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I'm confused.
She needs
Not.
to listen. Wait, who needs to listen? I don't know what's going on, Wanda. Blood flow is not getting into brain. Are you okay? Do you need help? I don't. What's going on? Wanda?
No.
Do you have someone there with
What's
you?
going on?
Hold on, baby. Hold on. Do you have someone there with you? Sharemare, do we happen to, by any chance, know any contact information for Wanda on Discord or anything? Do we have any kind of way of getting her help? Do you? Okay. Are you in distress right now? You're not in distress right now, Wanda? Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry to hear that. Is there anything that they can do? Your doctors? I'm sorry, y'all. We got like real serious right quick, but this is a sidebar. You know, I mean, Kiki, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we are here to be supportive. I don't know if you're in the Discord, Wanda, or not. My Discord's pretty small at the moment. But if you need, you know, a place to talk with people, I'm going to actually be in there more often.
I'm sure. Wait. How do you spell that? Got ya.
Do we have? I know we had. I could swear we had like a prayer section or something in the Discord.
I think you do. I'm looking.
I might have called it something else though, because okay, yeah, prayer space.
Right, yeah.
You were misdiagnosed for 10 years?
Oh my God, what?
Wow. Wait, what?
Oh, wow.
You're not viable to the healthcare system.
No way.
That is messed up. Are you in the US? Or it's just I cannot spell today.
Yeah, I had a spelling issue.
Well, I have these nails on too, so it's making everything interesting. Really.
Yeah. Why is that?
Your tumor's been in remission for 5 years. They're not getting contrast to my brain, but my tumor is in remission. Wow. Yeah, if you're having headaches or migraines, push your doctors to do scans. Yeah. And one thing you can do with doctors, I learned this real quick. If they say they're not going to, tell them you want to see them, put it in the notes that they're not going to do those scans. And why they're not going to do those scans. Because then they won't want that documented, usually. I need to find a doctor, so good news. Oh. Well, the healthcare system in the US is horrid. It is horrifying. It is horrible. It is a horror story. American Horror Story is the healthcare system.
I have not seen that TV show yet.
Oh my God. Wait, what?
I know. I've been putting it off because I'm not really a horror person, so. Okay, so.
It's good though. Okay, let me go back over here because I kind of. Okay. You live in Canada.
Right.
I thought Canada had better services than the US did. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's. I think that everyone is viable. That's just me. I don't know. There I go being weird again.
Oh my light! Wow.
5 years to see a neurologist.
Jesus. Wow.
That's ridiculous. That doesn't make any kind of sense whatsoever.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, we will be here. I'm going to try to be streaming.
It's quite, yeah.
It's horrifying. Maybe we can take your mind off of it briefly. But we are sending you hugs and love for whatever that's worth. I mean, if I can bust out some whips and chains and get someone's ass into gear, I would do it for you happily. Happily. Wow. I saw him, but he remembered me. I asked if yes, you have lost. Wow.
Oh my wow.
Well, I love you too. That's for a minute there, you had me thinking I was going to have to figure out some way of calling for an ambulance for you or something, which would be interesting because I didn't even know what country you were in. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That is good because everyone is viable. As does BS to say, oh, what? Are you able to have indoor gardening? Yeah, that is true. Gardening is really, really relaxing.
Yeah.
De-stressing. Do you know what I mean? That didn't come out right. Unstressing. I'm not wording properly.
I don't word properly every day. Yeah, gardening can help. Like, I think it's keeping your hands busy. Like, I think that works as well.
True. Stress reliever. Yes. Thank you, Kiki, because I was not wording.
Right, okay, yeah.
Right on, Wanda.
Mm.
Wow. All right. Well, tomorrow I have a ridiculous amount of stuff, like a backlog of stuff that I have to cover. So tomorrow I'm basically going to hit the ground running and try to get some of these tabs off my computer.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I mean, I worry about people. That's what I do. So tomorrow we're going to cover a whole bunch of things. I get you, Sharon. We're going to cover right on, Shermere. We're going to cover the Zach Stacy situation, and we have to do that for a reason. We're going to cover that tomorrow. I'm saying this for the replay crew, so that someone knows that we're going to talk about that for them. And then, oh God, there's so much. There's going to be a lot that we're going to talk about tomorrow.
So tomorrow's one is not to be missed.
I mean, if you want to learn a lot more about abuse tactics, etc., and how to get law enforcement to work with you, we're going to be diving into that, and also really more really bad behavior of influencers, and how it's abusive to fans and subscribers and etc. Right?
Interesting topics.
Yeah. Well, I think it's it's important because a lot of this goes into bullying and abuse. Bullying is abuse, and the way a lot of these people behave toward their fans and subscribers it's abusive, right?
Yeah.
Yes, do please hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. If you have subscribed, check and make sure you are still subscribed, because that is still a thing. And don't forget to do that for the other content creators that you like, because YouTube is weird. And
It is.
what else? We also have merch, and you can tip your host. But then get lights and stuff for the channel. So yeah, don't forget that you have the right to say no, and your no should be respected. And if it isn't, Yidis the iticus. That didn't come out right. The idiot is. I have to work on that one. It's been a minute since I've done that. All right. All right, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. And I have to figure out a title for this one tonight. What should the title be for tonight? Do y'all think? I don't even know. Bye, Kiki. See you later, I hope. Be blunt, express it from the gut. Why does that make me happy? Seriously, what should I title this stream? Because it's like, to be titled later. Well, what then? Chaos in the YouTube streets. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later. It was good having y'all. I appreciate everyone for being here. Bye.
Bye.